What's that?
Making fun of Jollibee.
A wig. Good morning, Clevelander, James Lonergan, Peter T. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. How's everybody? Well, there's Ramel. What's up? My South Caloocan brother. Good morning to Murray. David Francis from Temecula. All right. Temecula in the house, baby. I do miss those rides over the Ortega Highway on my big, giant metric cruiser I used to have with Lifestyle Cycles Riding Group out of Anaheim. Many rides over the Ortega, going to Tom's Farm or going to, where else did we go? We went to quite a few places that started out with a ride over the Ortega, which many people don't like. Intense cardio boxing. Oh. Well, this thing's really moving quick. An hour of intense cardio boxing. Battlestar Galactica, James. I went through Netflix last night and I must have saved, I don't know, 10 different movies, you know. First I was selecting from the Western movies category, and then I went down and selected from the Oscar-winning movies and added a few. So I've got about 10 plus different movies now to watch, along with I'm watching a series called Mad Men, which is really good, but I think it's about to end, and I'm not going to get to see all of it because it's like 8 seasons. I'm only on season 3. Mike Foodie, Hamilton, Ontario. Mike Foodie, My Simple Life. Hello. Doing good. Thank you for joining the chat. Ramel is David Francis. Yeah, many wineries. Yeah, Temecula has some awesome golf courses too, if I remember correctly. Ah, The Office. Now that's, I mean, I think next to Seinfeld in the U.S., The Office has to be a close number 2 for one of the funniest sitcoms ever, you know. I mean, that is, the people who write The Office, you know, they must sit there and just, you know, when they're sitting around the table smoking a fatty, talking about what they're going to write about, they must just crack up. I mean, that show is funny on so many levels. And it's not just one guy who's funny, although the boss of the Office is just so far out there. There's many characters in that show that are just hilarious. Jim Schultz, good morning. Season 3 of The Office. Is that on Netflix? Because I could start watching that again. I think Melanie would. Although, you know, I don't know. Melanie might not even think that's funny. I tried to get Melanie into the 70s show, and she found the 70s show very offensive. So, you know, you guys have to remember that this is a very different culture, and they don't, the things that we think are funny can be highly offensive here in the Philippines. Mad Men, okay. John Marlin, good morning from Arizona. Cool. Sorry, let me. Okay, I'm back to. Yeah, Mad Men is a good one. John Marlin again, Arizona. I've been watching a YouTuber that does a lot of motorcycle rides through Arizona. He's in Washington, Yakima, Washington, but yeah, the office is just, oh my God. Well, Red Hawk, yeah, Red Hawk is probably one of the nicer ones. Where did I play at? I don't remember now. I hope, hopefully I can remember where I played. It was also just beautiful. Rory, good morning. Everything's fine here, brother. Just waiting on the next extension, which I'm sure I don't think we're going to hear about the next extension until close to the end of this month. And, you know, it was supposed to end today. Today is the 14th. This was supposed to be the official end of community quarantine, but Frederick Walker next March, a part-time home. Well, that's probably a good idea. Mike Foodie enjoys Rules of Engagement. I'm not familiar with that one. My God. Temecula Creek Inn. Yeah, I can't remember. I always wanted to try Red Hawk out. Many of my friends told me that Red Hawk was a very difficult course. I did get my handicap down to a 14, though, at one time, so I was a fairly decent golfer. Rokon, good morning. Mark Cappuccio, good morning. New Jersey. Well, you know, Ramel, I think, yeah, I don't know. And there's certainly nothing wrong with thinking the office is offensive. Uh, we come from very different cultures, the West and the Philippines, but um, yeah, yeah, there's a lot of, I remind, excuse me. Ramel, are you watching The Office on Netflix? Because, like I said, I could definitely get back into that. I mean, that is just, and I would like to give Melanie a shot at it to see if she thinks it's funny. I find the '70s show absolutely hilarious, but Melanie does not like it. It will not watch it with me. Eddie Chavez. Sorry, you guys, this thing is going crazy again, like it always does. Yeah, I'm watching Kim's Convenience. That's also very good. Yeah. Well, you know, Ramel, I think what they are doing is they're only going to extend a month at a time because they don't want too much civil unrest. You know, my sister is in Seattle, and they've already extended Seattle till the beginning of September. So, and that's the USA. So you can see what we're probably in store for here. I would predict or say that right around the 28th of April, they will release the news that it's been extended to the 30th of May. And then right around the 28th of May, they will announce that we've been extended to the 30th of June. A month at a time, just to keep, just to try and keep as much peace as possible here. I don't necessarily think there's an end date either. Ouzelfinch, good morning. How are you, Ouzelfinch? Ouzelfinch is my Southern California connection. How are things on the 405, brother? Ouzelfinch has not owned a television for 25 years. Wow. Do you know the technology has really changed from 25 years ago? You can get a TV now that's a half an inch thick and 60 inches wide and weighs about 2 pounds. Oh, man. Boy, TVs have really changed. Let's see, 25 years ago would be 95? No. 85. No. Yeah, 95. 1995. So, yeah, the flat screen was not even released yet in 1995. But the flat screen TV was a big deal. The flat screen tube, you guys remember those when those first came out? Really great picture, but my God, they weighed like 4,000 pounds. I remember buying one, and I lived on the second floor, and the delivery people were just like, oh my God. I thought, Robert Ramey, good morning. How are you? Rory Thomas. Okay, now I saw Tiger King also, and it sucked me in. It was really interesting. I found it very interesting, Tiger King. Yeah, I have, Mark, I've got Ozark saved. Now, I believe Ozarks is on season 5 or something like that, and I've never watched it at all. So I did save that last night. A lot of people recommend Ozarks. So, well, there's the first person to say that. Yeah, Ramel, it's hard to say anything negative about Netflix. You can sit there and just, with your remote and just start searching through Netflix, and 2 hours will pass and you haven't even watched a single thing. You're just searching through and saving stuff to your list. That happened to me last night. I started going through and searching and said, oh, I want to watch that. Oh, I want to see that movie. Oh, I want to. What did you do to your hair?
Nothing.
Big surprise for everybody on Melanie's hair when she joins the live stream later. Wild mama.
Like Momo.
You can't, it just looks like it's in there, you can't really even tell.
I'm gonna make a video for a president.
Oh, okay. Without me?
Later for you.
Later for me?
Yeah. Just mix.
Okay. It's President G's birthday. Rush Riders, President G. KF Canterbury. Welcome to the live stream today, friend. Glad you like the hat. Oh my God. I'm so far behind. Sorry, you guys. Every week this happens. I started watching Pandemic. Very interesting. Also, if you want to watch something that's really good, watch The Pharmacist. Is that what it's called? Yeah, The Pharmacist. It's about that lady who she was like the first one that the grand jury investigated about the Oxycontin back in 2001 or something. Anyway, it's The Pharmacist. It's it's like four different 45-minute shows, but really, really good. And I would recommend Tiger King also. Very interesting show about just something that you wouldn't really think too much about. Lazy game reviews. I've been watching a lot of biker stuff lately. Guys who are. I got really hooked on this guy who's he's got about 50,000 subs. He rebuilds old Honda CB motorcycles. Honda CBs are his specialty. And he's somewhere in the US, and he's just really interesting to watch. I learned how to ride on a CB back in '79. Yeah. Top Gear. There was an American version. I've tried to watch Top Gear, and this is a classic case of a culture shock. I don't find it funny at all, but it's British humor, right? Like half the time, I've got no idea what they're talking about or what they're referring to. Of course, because I don't understand British culture, but also when there's something funny, but there is an American version of Top Gear too that's really funny and really good. Oh, sorry, Uzel Finch. I thought. Ah, I'm getting you confused, Uzel Finch, with somebody else. Sorry. But see, I knew that you were from California. Okay. Ramel gives Ozark a thumbs up. Yeah, that's a good one. There's not a lot of feminism here, I would say, but the women here are definitely very different from American women, uh, both good and bad. So, Robert Dyer, good morning. Well, Carl K., pretty much every Filipina in this entire country is TikToking right now. So, if you find that offensive or undesirable, don't, you know, maybe check out Vietnam. Dennis Adam, welcome. POV Moto Vlogs. I don't know that one. Dave Sheridan, welcome. Hello, Two Beers. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. I see you there, though. Yeah, Top Gear. Ada Myers, good morning. Maganaga Magabo. Something about relief goods. I speak a little bit of Tagalog, but not quite that much. Two Beers recommends Banshee. Yes, there's a Jollibee toy there. I have a lot of Jollibee toys. I'm a toy collector. Yeah, I only have Netflix, so yeah. They're also proud to play a lot of games on their phone too, Zim Zim. Don't forget about that. You have to mention everything. Dave Sheridan, good morning. Zach Blundito, good morning. Hello. How's everybody? Robert Dyer says, Low Shred TV. Yes, we do eat panda sal, but not very often. It's just too filling for me, you know. Yeah, I saw something come around. But did you guys know that a lot of the applications that you load on your phone have all the same warnings? Did you guys know that Facebook Messenger actually spies on you? Facebook Messenger actually turns on the microphone on your phone and listens to your conversation. And then, is that Maddie? And then what happens is you'll start getting ads. By the way, this is true. Rike was one of the first people. Huh. I can hear Maddie like scratching, but probably a freaking rat in the ceiling. Anyway, Rike was one of the first vloggers to talk about this, probably 4 years ago. And so I put it to the test, and he was right. Melanie and I one morning on a Skype call. This is when I was in the U.S. She was here before I brought her to the U.S. And my next trip to the Philippines was coming up, and we were talking about where we were going to go. And we had mentioned Palawan, that we wanted to visit Palawan. And we talked about it for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so on Skype that morning. Well, the next day, my Facebook feed was flooded with trips to Palawan, trips to El Nido, trips to Coron, the prices, hotels. So I believe there's something to it. I don't believe that it's a lie. I think it's actually true that does have to actually happen, and you guys can test it too. But you know, it's also a great way to communicate with family. So I'm not going to delete it. I don't really care if it listens to me. Okay, I don't really know what you're talking about here. 2 beers. I don't know what a DOS is. You'll have to be a little more clear on what DOS means. Not really sure what that means. And now I'm really far behind. Yeah. What was the Tom Hanks one where he's on the island by himself? I think I actually wanted to watch that again. Yeah, it sure sounded like Maddie, but unfortunately, we had gotten rid of them for quite some time. But now that we can't go anywhere, we can't get the bait and the traps. There's nothing we can do about it. We just have to live with it until it's pissing me off. Gary T, good morning, sir. Ah, the wife is making donuts. I used to be a donut baker. That was my first job. I was a night shift baker at Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, believe it or not, 15 years old. Yeah, I don't have to worry much about that. Lost Tread TV. I don't spend a lot of time naked in front of my front camera, so I don't think I'm going to worry too much about that one. Castaway, yes, that's it. Uh, shit. The original DOS. 2 beers, and probably 90% of the world wouldn't even know what they were looking at. DOS goes back a long ass time. Um, Most people would have no idea what DOS even looked like on a screen. No, we don't have a huge mice problem. We used to have a really big mice problem, but I bought these pest reject things that you plug into the wall. They work pretty damn good. And since we've had those, we've noticed a lot less droppings around the house. It's very hard to keep them out. It really is. Ugh. Okay. I think now I'm talking 1984. Okay, when I did this for a living, 1984. Probably the most popular donuts back then at Dunkin' Donuts were anything that had the jelly inside, anything that had Bavarian cream inside with chocolate topping, So basically the stuffed donuts. Back in the 80s, the stuffed donuts were the most popular. Everybody wanted those. And of course, the regular yeast donuts glazed were also very, very popular. We made probably 30, 40 dozen at a time of those. Well, probably actually more than that. Probably more like 100 dozen at a time. And they were gone. They'd sell out in 3-4 hours. Toriana TV, San Francisco. Good morning. We have relatives in what's the little Filipino town there? South San Francisco. Oh God. Can't remember now, but we've got family there. Melanie's cousin is there, and auntie. I'm sure you know where I'm talking about, Toriano TV. But I just can't remember the name of the city now. Tom Hanks has a lot of awesome movies, yes. A cup of sugar, a cup of flour, and a cup of baking soda. Dave Sheridan, the cats here have no interest at all in the rats. And that's a no shitter. The cats have zero interest. I don't know if they're just lazy, because an American cat would chase a mouse all day long until it was dead. Eric De La Cruz. Gary, I think I just got a little motivation back in my body, you know? A lot less drinking and a whole lot more motivation. And also, I was going through all of my notebooks one day, and I realized that I had discovered a bunch of words that I hadn't taught you guys yet. So still love the jelly donuts. Gary T, that's correct. Daly City. Yeah. Gary T must have some Pinoy relatives there as well. Mark Doyle. Adrian Smith. Daly City is the correct answer. Gary T. I don't have any antivirus software. I don't think it's required for a MacBook. I'm not sure. I've used MacBooks now for, I don't know, 6 years, 7 years. Never had any type of antivirus on either one. This is my second one. Melanie has my MacBook Air, my first one. It's still up and running fine. Yeah, 4 a.m. We started at, I would start baking about midnight, you know, and we would bake all the way till 7 a.m. From midnight to 7 a.m. It took us about 7 hours to do the entire lot, all of the cake, all of the yeast. And yeah, the Dunkin' Donuts I was at was a 24-hour joint, so it never closed. We smoked a lot of weed and baked a lot of donuts, man. I'm going to put that up already. Suzuki should pay you on your vids, yeah. Smadav 2020. Ah, right when I catch up, it. Yeah, mice love peanut butter. That's for sure. James Lonergan, I've seen that guy. There's a YouTuber that does mouse traps. He's pretty good. Eric De La Cruz. Dave Sheridan, we've had a lot of rain here in North Caloocan. Almost every single day. Right about, almost every single day, right about 2 o'clock. It just downpours. I have seen that, James. I've seen that. You know, it's funny. When I had a regular PC, I would do the scan disk and the defrag once a month. But I've never done anything like that ever on any Apple product. And I've got iPhone, iPads. We've got 3 iPads in this house, 2 MacBooks, 3 or 4 iPhones. Bake. I thought they were fried. Most donuts are fried, yeah. If I said bake, bake and fry, the end result's pretty much the same. Yeah, Wheaton donuts. Yeah. We smoked a ton of pot, man, back in the day. Everybody did. I mean, that's what you did in the 80s. Apple fritters. Ah, yeah, we did a lot of apple fritters too. How about a donut making vlog? Well, we don't have the. You need a fryer to make donuts, and we don't really have a fryer.
I can. But it's different. It's the donut.
Well, we do have
Banana.
the thing that I cook the chicken with can be used as a fryer.
Yeah.
We've never really tried that. It's got the basket and everything. We should try that sometime. But the thing is, when you have a fryer, a deep fryer, it just fills the house with that thick, oily smell, you know? Yeah, I used to go home. Good morning, Mrs. Morgan.
Voila.
Wow, look at you. Boy, it's too bad that the camera's not head to toe. Mr. Bill, check out the Rileys, baby. I thought everyone did coke like on Miami Vice. No, man. When I was a teenager, you know, early '80s, everybody was smoking weed. Everybody. Yeah, and I was smoking weed in Speedway, baby. That's right. Speedway was actually the first place I ever got stoned with my cousin. His house was there, and I was probably, I don't know, I was either 8th grade or a freshman in high school. And that was that was the straw that broke the camel's back right there. That's how I ended up in the Marine Corps. Marijuana and girls. Yeah, it doesn't actually, it's not actually Ivy League behavior there, So Marine Corps, here I come. Yeah, Riley's. We used to sneak in back there off of 30th Street because I lived down at 16th and Tibbs. I lived down at 16th and Tibbs. You got to remember, this was a nice area back then. There was the marathon right there on the corner where we always got filled up our bikes with air. I mean, there was a village pantry there on the corner. It used to be a nice area when I was growing up there, and now it's just shit. You can get shot there now. It's so bad. Dave Sheridan, thanks for coming by, brother. Just a second, you guys, okay? Sorry about that. Yeah, I used to. Yeah, Riley's. Ah, I used to work at Eagle Bowl before it shut down. God, you know what? I made a ton of money there, man. There were some good bowlers that used to show up there. Raceway out in Speedway across from the track, and Eagledale was. I was a hell of a bowler too. Me and my brother. My brother's got 3 perfect games in league, and I rolled a 290 two or three times. No, 290 once, 289 once. My family. I came from a family of bowlers, and we could fucking bowl, man, back in the day. Anyway, I worked at Eagledale. I was only, I don't know, I was underaged, but they still let me work there. And they just pay me cash at the end of the night. I'd chase pins, pin chaser, empty trash, stuff like that. You guys still own a house at 16th and Tibbs. God. Did the value go way down after what happened to that area? I mean, what I mean is when I was growing up in that area, 38th Street out by the fairgrounds was like one of the worst areas that you could go to. You know what I mean? But now Eagledale and 16th and Tibbs looks the same way that it's just so badly run down. I was so depressed. The last time I was out back there was like 2012, and I was just it was so depressing to see. Maybe 2013, I don't remember, somewhere around there. I just couldn't believe how run down and hey, Clyde, Seaside. Yeah. And you know, when I lived there, we lived at 10th and Tibbs. My house was right on the corner of 10th and Tibbs. And then we always played at that park down, Lafayette Park, it was called. Uh, and there was nothing to fear, man. It was a really, really nice area. And wow, I went to Ernie Pyle School 90 there, kindergarten through 8. And then I was bused all the way across the city to Broad Ripple High School. Darren, what's up, bud? How are ya? So for those of you that are just joining us, we are at April 14th. This was supposed to be the last day, but we all know what happened. We've been extended. Jack Kane, good morning. Yeah, we're okay here. Things are okay. Candlepin bowling. I'm not sure what candlepin bowling is. Yeah, we're poking right along, man. We now have one confirmed case inside our subdivision over in phase 1. Got that news last night. So I would imagine a couple of weeks from now, we'll have 10 or so cases here. Ah, Canterbury, small ball. I know what you're talking about. 38th and Moeller. Okay. So funny. I never thought I'd ever meet anybody that was from Speedway or that I could talk to about that area. Now, my stepmother lived at right around 30th and Moeller at 28th, I think. She lived on Linda Lane, or she has a house, I think it's Linda Lane, pretty close to the high school there. What's the name of that high school? Northwest? You went to Northwest, yeah. Okay. I couldn't get into Northwest. They busted me to frickin' Broad Ripple, man. I was so pissed. That's when they were doing that desegregation thing. No, Clyde, there's plenty of beer in my neighborhood here. You know, the sorry store owners. I mean, we're inside a subdivision. You know, we're not living in a barangay. I mean, we live in a barangay, but we're inside a subdivision. So I would imagine in a lot of the barangays, like on the main roads in the barangays, the sorry stores are afraid to sell beer because somebody might be watching them. But inside a subdivision like this, especially where we live back here in the very back, there's no traffic. There's nothing here. So the people here, the sorry store owners, are still selling. You know, I can go out and buy a beer right now if I want to. Riley's, if you want to come on, let me know. I tried to get a hold of Walter. I was trying to get Walter on. You guys know Walter, Pirate Cove. But I couldn't find him this morning. 21st and Country Club. Ah, Raceway. Yeah, that's way out there. Yeah, May 1st, sounds optimistic too. My sister told me that Seattle's been extended to September 1. So, well, that shows you how far behind that we are here in the Philippines. The community-based mass testing is just getting started this week. Yeah. So that means maybe we'll actually get some numbers that add up and make sense, because the numbers that we're getting here for the Philippines are way, way too low, and it's obviously a result of not enough testing. It will be over soon. The www has made the W smaller. I don't know what you mean there. Hello, Brother Bill. Darren and Sab, sorry, I missed that comment. They're only going to extend here a month at a time because they don't want to create havoc, So they'll wait until the end of April and they'll extend this for another month, and they'll wait till close to the end of May. They're not going to come out and tell you that they're going to extend us till September or October or whatever, because it would create mass chaos here. I think a lot of people know that. Okay, Bill, I'm going to put the link up for check out the Rileys. Please remember, don't click on the link unless you've been invited to join the live stream. Yeah, James. I don't know if they're doing well. They're just not testing down there. What do you think? Are they actually doing well, or is there just not enough testing? 1 million people in 17 cases. That's kind of like, NCR. We've got, what, 25 million people? Tim, you can come on too. Tim and Riley's are both invited to the live stream if you like to join. Okay. Sorry, I was just trying to catch up here. Ah, Tropical Tim. What up?
Hello, hello, hello.
Check out the Riley's baby.
Pacers. Whoa,
Oh, I better go get my Clippers hat.
whoa. right.
We'll have us a little basketball game.
a dream basketball game, right? Just
Yeah.
in our minds, imaginary. So is it hot?
You know what, dude? It hasn't been so bad here because we're getting rain every day.
Okay, that's good.
But it was like a week ago. Oh, my God. 38 C every day, 38, 39 C.
Yeah.
But
Supposed to be about 100 here today, so Fahrenheit.
the last 4 or 5 days straight, we've had a pretty good rain right about 2 o'clock. And it just makes everything perfect.
Oh yeah.
Plus,
Yeah,
the wind is blowing heavy here, too. So
that's good.
that guy
Yeah.
that guy on the panel will dominate any beard competition in the Philippines.
yeah. Yeah. Here in the Philippines, in this area, they, I expect the Santa Claus comments, that type of thing, but a lot of them will call me Bin Laden. I was like, Bin Laden, what? What? I don't look like that guy. Come on. Out of everybody you can think of, Bin Laden, huh? But I guess there's a lot of Muslims around here, so that's who they think of when they see a beard.
Yeah, Ramel, that's Indiana Pacers hat.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I'm not even wearing whatever the things that they wear, the white things on their head.
Yeah.
See, Tropical Tim's in the house too. Tropical Tim.
More like a Harley man. Yeah, he kind of looks like a Harley man.
Yeah. I'll be a Harley man on a moped.
Ramel, I remember that game, dude. I remember that game. 8 points in 30 seconds against the Knicks. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
2 3-pointers and a quick and then Indiana won that game. And then Reggie like this. So Patrick,
Right.
choke.
Right.
I met Reggie Miller. I met Reggie Miller in Las Vegas.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we were at the Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And we were out at the pool. My wife and I rented one of those cabanas for the day, and he had the one right next to us.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. He walked past, he's trying to be, he's got like a big hat on and a towel. He walked past me. This was quite a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of went, boom, baby, because that was the Pacers thing back then. Boom, baby.
Right.
And he turned around. He got a big smile. He shook my hand. Dude, the guy's hands are like 18 inches long.
Right.
From his palm to his fingers are like 18 inches. He's like this alien,
Right. Yeah.
Jim Schultz, I don't know. Maybe he's just taking a break. Running out of content, baby. Paul Ray, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I actually got to meet a lot of Pacers and even football players like Edrin James and different of them. I used to be a manager for Value City Furniture, like Lafayette by Lafayette Square there.
Yeah.
And, we'd have all kinds of them coming in there. They'd come in, buy a bunch of furniture every, once the season hits or whatever. So come in and buy a bunch. And so I talked to a bunch of them. Jermaine O'Neal, when he was a rookie there at Indiana, he came in with Big Smooth and bought a big bed, king size bed off of us and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So I get to meet a bunch of them.
I went to a lot of Market Square Arena Pacer games, dude, back in the day.
Oh, yeah. That
You
was the stuff.
you could go to a game for $5 back then, you know,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and then they'd let you sit anywhere. They didn't care. We were kids, you
right,
know. They didn't care.
exactly. You find an open seat, you sit down.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
still the best 3-point shooter in the NBA history. He was pretty good.
yeah, it was good.
Don't forget about Larry Bird too. He was pretty damn good back in the day.
Oh yeah, that's when we went to the finals when Larry Bird was coaching us. We went up against Shaquille O'Neal
Yeah,
and Kobe Bryant, and of course we lost,
yeah.
but it was good.
That was when the Lakers were on a roll there. When they still had Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq and Kobe together, so
You know?
it's hard to beat.
What's it like over in your neck of the woods, brother? Are you guys locked down pretty tight, or you got some freedom?
Uh, we're a little bit. They were loosening up the grip on us a little bit, but it sounds like they're going to tighten it back down. You know, we were supposed to get off of it coming up here soon. You know, they extended your island up there, but
Yeah,
they were going to let Visaya and Mindanao loose. But sounds like they're tightening up a little bit again.
uh,
It,
they're
we
backpedaling.
we had Yeah, we had like a pass, like one person in the family could get out with a pass,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
at least.
what we were doing. But I was my wife's driver, so I would take her out, and
Yeah,
they they didn't want to talk to me, so they just let me go. So they don't have to speak English. So okay, okay,
yeah, that's what my wife said. My wife said, "Just jump on the scooter and go. They don't want to talk to you."
yeah, exactly. They're not gonna question you too much, right? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So
Market Square Arena. Market Square Arena was the name. That was before Conseco. Yeah.
right. That was the last place that Elvis Presley was in concert before he passed away.
No shit.
Mark,
Where?
yeah, they had a plaque there that uh, you know, after they tore down Market Square, the plaque is there saying stating the last concert Elvis Presley performed before he passed.
I'll be
Is at
damned.
Market Square. Yeah. I went to Market Square and seen Michael Jordan come out of retirement. I was at that game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
The Bulls were just dominant back then. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
They,
And then
they- I think they would have gone 10 years in a row if Jordan hadn't retired and came.
man,
They could have done 10 in a row.
probably would have been something like that, right? It would have been ugly.
$2,000 Lakers, Derek Fisher, Kobe Bryant, Rick Fox, Horace Grant, Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah. Horace Grant. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Horace Grant was a great. Randy, hey, what's up, buddy? Ken Roy.
Thank you, my friend. Kanoy, how are you? Talking about the old Pacers, oh man. They've been struggling for some years though, been trying to stay above 500 and it's been killing me.
Yeah. They
It's,
still have
oh man, come on.
a fan base, though, you know. Indiana loves basketball.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. It just, with the owners that they never want to go ahead and spend that money to get that one player that we always needed to get us
Yeah.
over the top kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, just like, the Clippers are full of the Pacers, the people that we let go and didn't go ahead and give him the money to stay. So
Well, the Clippers used to be the same way. They had a really shitty owner. But when they got rid of
right,
that,
exactly,
that's when the Clippers got really good.
exactly.
They got a new owner in there that started spending money, and all of a sudden they started winning games, and going to the
Yeah.
playoffs, going to the. Jerry Lee Miller, good morning from San Diego.
Yeah, that's
How are you?
it.
Kanoy, the Raptors, yeah. Now my Clippers have your main man there.
There he is. And he started with the Pacers. Don't forget that one. We drafted them.
Did he start with the Pacers?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
We drafted them and then ended up trading them for Hill, I believe. Um, I can't exactly remember
We're talking about
how the whole deal went.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Bap Bandera, good morning. How are you?
Bap, hello, my friend.
I do remember the 2013 Pacers giving the Miami Heat a run for its money in the Eastern
Oh
Conference.
yeah.
Let's see. So I left Indiana in 83.
Mm.
So how old were you then?
I was just I was still wet behind the ears. No, I was probably 11 years old then. So yeah. So I graduated in '91.
In living where at that time?
Uh, at that time, I was still 38th and Moeller, 38th in high school back in that area. So the neighborhood was called Gateway that I grew up in. There's some real crappy apartments sitting there at 38th Street, and we lived behind those apartments. You know, and the neighborhood was nice back in the day. My dad still owns the house back there. One of my brothers lives in it, and like I said, we own a house. It's Medford is the name of the street that we have a house at 16th and Medford. There, it's like a block over from Tibb there. So
Yeah.
yeah, so my grandparents used to live in it, and uh, we still have that house as well.
Medford. I remember the name of that street. That's like
So, and then
3 streets back from,
like I
I think.
said, I live out at Mount Moeller. What's that?
I think Medford is like 2 or 3 streets back towards the track.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think it's past Tibbs.
Yeah.
Um, there's a what I used to like. It was always funny because right there on the corner of 16th Street, there's three churches on each corner and a liquor store. So it was like, do you want to go to church or that liquor store? You know, it's always funny.
3 churches and a liquor store.
Right. Now they built like a Popeye's chicken right there on one of the corners, but it's it is the hood though now. So
Oh, yeah.
gotta watch out. That's where you get into Hallville. That's where
Yeah.
kind of Hallville starts, and
Yeah.
you don't want to go there at the wrong time of the day.
And Hallville's
I,
been around for a long, long time.
oh yeah,
My grandparents lived over in Hallville.
yeah.
So
So
funny.
yeah, once you
It's so funny to talk Western Indy with somebody, man. I never thought that would happen.
once you get south of 16th Street there, Eagledale was Hallville got really bad first, and then Eagledale
Yeah.
soon after that. So yeah, yes, us Hoosiers get around. We end up in the Philippines somehow, and
Ew. So funny.
yeah. Oh man.
Bap Bandera. Matt Hammer, good morning. How are you, sir?
Yeah, we're gonna put out a video later today of us going to the. We went to City Mall the day before last to get some groceries, and they had the drugstore in there that was open, and the grocery store, and of course you had to get in line to get into the grocery store, and
Yeah.
so it wasn't too bad once you got in there and stuff, but they were out of a lot of different things, but or didn't have very much on the shelf of some of the stuff we were after.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't too bad.
The Save More here has finally gotten to the point where they are out of things. They're out of coffee and creamer. So all that's left there, I think the last time Johnny B went, what's today? He went probably about a week ago, and all that was left was 3-in-1 coffee.
Yeah.
That's filled with sugar.
Yeah. Well, that's what I buy right now. That's about all I'm drinking right now. The 3-in-1, and keeps me nice and fat.
Oh, dude.
That and rice. I would be probably skinny as back when I was a teenager if I didn't eat so much rice and drink that 3-in-1 coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Ramel, how big is the state of Indiana? Well, it would take you about 6 hours by car to drive from the north to the south, I would say. Because it used to take me 3 hours to drive to South Bend from Indianapolis.
Right.
So from the very northern part of the state to the very south, it would be 6 hours nonstop by car.
Right.
At 60 miles an hour.
Right.
So that's about, yeah, Jim Schultz, probably bigger than Luson, yeah. Well, let's see.
Not as many people though, but
Yeah, not nearly as many people. Now, the city of Los Angeles has a bigger population than the entire state of Indiana.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We're only at 1 million something, low 1.1 or something like that for Indianapolis, or at least the last that I recalled.
Yeah.
It might have went down from there. As they open up more suburbs, people keep moving out of Indianapolis into the suburbs. So, yeah.
Good morning, Ed Lippett, if I didn't say it. Jim Schultz, I found that those pictures on Facebook you put up pretty interesting. All those flowers that your dad planted. Were those tulips? My God. All I could think about in my head was how many years it must have taken to do that. Over like 60 acres, I think you said.
Wow.
Matt Hammer fell off the wagon. With Red Horse. All right, baby. If you're going to fall off the wagon, that's what you want to fall off with.
I still haven't drank Red Horse. I always drink San Light. The light beer keep me thin.
SNL. Daffodils. Okay, sorry. Here you go. Indiana's total area is 36,185 square miles. Yeah. Actually, Eric, I think it's been said that the Philippines landmass is the same size as the state of Arizona. I've heard that several times.
It's probably about the same temperature too,
Yeah, about the same temperature.
right?
Although Arizona's really, really a dry heat like Vegas,
Right. Yep. I've only did like layovers in Arizona. I never went there to hang out before. I was always passing through.
Yeah, I've never actually been to Arizona myself,
Right,
even though I was so close being in
right,
California. The
right.
big issue right now is no more Imperador Light in Save More. That is terrible.
Oh,
Big thumbs down on that one, baby. Which U.S. state is Alaska? Yeah, I believe that.
yeah. The good thing we don't all fight over toilet paper over here. Nobody's pulling each other's hair out for some toilet paper.
Not even an issue. Not even an issue, man. Only,
Uh,
only thing we use that for is to blow our nose here.
right, exactly. Yeah. I try to keep some on me in case I'm out and about, though, just in case. But other than that, yeah.
Drink Pilsen. Kanoy, you want to come on? Kanoy and Bat Bat? I don't know where my wife is. She's supposed to be joining the live stream.
That's what my wife says. And then, like, where'd she go? She's supposed to be here next to me. Or she'll start it with me and then disappear. Oh, I got to do something with the kid. And then, like, where'd you go? It's like an hour later. Oh, it looks like we got a couple of takers.
Please click on the link only if I've invited you to join the live stream. I've got some people coming on that they're in mind, so. Currently, Bap and Kanoy, if you guys want to come on, that leaves room for Melanie. Tropical Tim, too. All right.
Bill.
All right.
Stream.
Bill.
Hi, guys.
Bap.
I got to file a complaint. There's Canadians following me everywhere, eh?
Oh, man.
Well, I'm
That's
just
how they
trying to make
do.
sure you don't import the virus up here, eh?
Yeah, no Imperador Light is an issue. The biggest state is the state of mind.
There it is.
Oh, no, he's here too? Tropical Tim?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
he's contagious too.
He heard you guys were here to party, so he came.
Man, I can't get away from that guy.
He's probably doing the same thing I'm doing, chillaxing and watching Friends.
There you go.
So how is everybody tonight?
Good, man. How are
I'm
you guys?
doing pretty good. Got a care package from my son this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 3 liters of whiskey and a carton of cigarettes.
3 liters of whiskey and a carton of cigarettes. Yeehaw.
Wow.
Yeah, he takes
That's a
care
good
of
night.
Well, a good night. That'll last me a month and a half.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good afternoon to me.
Yep. Me and Phil and karaoke, no problem.
Oh, man.
I'm good, Ramel. Thanks for asking, man. How about yourself? 2 beers.
Hey, 2 beers. How you doing? Switch over so I can see the other chat too. There we go.
Nunavut.
The other chat there. Yeah, I keep switching back from cameras to cameras.
Yeah, StreamYard to YouTube. It's easier in YouTube for me to see it.
Yeah.
You're going to respond if anybody has a question.
I got a question.
Tim. What is a Nunavut?
What?
Is that your question, Bill? No, just
No,
from chat.
Yeah, gin.
Ugh.
So,
Nasty
so you're
shit.
not a red horse guy, hey, Bill?
I've not became one yet. I've not. I've been offered it a few times, but you know how I'm like by myself. My wife's not around, and somebody's offering me something. I don't know the customs enough. I take one drink, all of a sudden I'm buying rounds for everybody. I don't want to get stuck,
Yeah.
so I'm always like, no, no, no. But if I'm like somewhere, I'll just buy Semig Light is what I drink. So
Yeah, myself too. I drink the San Mig. Yeah, you got to be careful. You're invited
Yeah.
over, and there's 2 shots left in the Red Horse, and
right,
next thing you know, you're buying a case and 2 bottles of
right,
NP,
exactly. It's like, what? What did I just do? What?
and then your wife's looking at you like, "I told
Exactly.
you."
Right.
Grab you by the ear and put Bill in
Right.
his cave.
Exactly. Like, quit talking to strangers.
I could really see Mercy whooping on you for something like that, though.
She would. She slapped me.
Twist that hat straight on your head, huh?
Right. Right. She slapped me so hard I become a Clippers fan.
Oh!
Oh,
I'm here all night, fellas. So.
Yeah. Don't forget to pay the waitress on the way out.
Exactly.
Genebra. San Miguel is perfect with any powdered juice you can mix it with. Genebra. I've never heard of that. Is that a typo, Eric, or is that a real?
Yeah. Yeah. I probably hear it a lot. I probably just don't pay attention. So.
wow! Phil knows how Malou is when I'm in the Philippines. I'm on a short leash too. She
Right.
worries. Yeah, she worries a lot.
Mm.
Which is true. I mean, you spend only 3-4 months there. Yeah, I've been going there for a long time, but they know more of the customs, know more of everything. I haven't learned everything, and I probably never will.
Right.
But they just inherently worry about us.
Yeah.
The only custom you got to learn, Kanoi, that's really important when I'm there, buy me beer.
Oh, that's never a problem.
Yeah, baby. I like the way he thinks.
Right. Mm.
I don't turn into a pumpkin till like 8 in the morning.
That sleep in the heat. That's what nightlife in the Philippines is for. Stay up all night, sleep in the heat.
Exactly.
Yeah, I found that too. Is it for you guys the same?
For me,
Well,
it is.
I know Phil's an early riser.
Yeah, lately anyway. But that's because I'm not drinking. 4:30 this morning.
Wow.
Well, I can't say wow because sometimes I'll go to bed at 9 o'clock and be up at 1, and then I'm up until 9 o'clock the next day. So it's, especially with this lockdown stuff, it's my nights and days are so messed up that.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I got a good cellmate. She cooks good Filipino food. If I got to be locked down, I'd love to be locked down with her.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually slept in today till like 9:30, 9:45 in the morning. This stuff's got to stop. I'm usually 5 a.m.
Yeah.
up and out of the door by 6:30.
Right.
Sorry about that. Forgot to
Yeah,
mute
since
my mic.
they let the kids out of school or whatever, I changed up our schedule. like no sense getting them up early and getting us ready to go nowhere. So let them sleep in, and I'll sleep in with them, and just stay up later when it cools down. So
Yeah, my kids went to bed 10 a.m. this morning.
yeah,
One of them just woke up. The other two are still sleeping. They'll be up probably in the next hour and a half or so.
right,
Yeah, they do the all night thing, but
right, exactly.
they're getting all their homework sent to them online. Teachers,
That's good.
yeah, my son gets everything emailed to him. Then he does his assignments, and then they have like the teacher will say, okay, at 10 a.m. they have like a group conference thing, and you do your quizzes or your tests.
Right.
And the other daughter does all of her university stuff. Everything's done online now.
Yeah, it's the same here with our son, and I'm really impressed. He's checking it constantly and keeping up on it on his own. I don't have to say nothing. My wife doesn't have to say nothing. He just goes and does it. I think he really misses school. He misses his friends, and that's the hard part for him
Yeah.
being a young teen.
These kids
Right.
nowadays. When I was younger, no, I never got any email. It's deleted. No, I never got one. I don't know what they're talking about.
Right. Yeah, we were
No,
pretty lucky that this stuff hit when it was the end of the school year. So, everything was wrapping up and they had just took in their finals and stuff. And then that's when it hit. My older one, he missed his sixth grade graduation, whatever deal that they were going to have. But other than that, it was the end of the year. So,
yeah, it's hard. My niece there graduating high school, so
mm,
she missed that. And you know how we know how big the graduation ceremonies and
right,
everything
right.
are there. So she's quite disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully everything gets back to normal very soon.
Ronald Reagan, thanks for joining the chat.
I don't know.
At Man Hammer, definitely in our prayers. Two beers. Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
And Clyde, sorry, no camera tonight.
what's normal life going to look like? I mean, when I don't know, Darren and Sad, I'm ready to get back to a normal life. What does that look like? I don't know. It's hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's difficult.
It's going to take time.
In 6 years, normal life will be looking like you guys.
That could be the scariest part about this whole thing when they get the all clear. People start heading to the malls. That could be the worst time.
Right.
We don't really know.
We'll see. No, two beers, not yet. Still over at Young and 401. We wouldn't be going. We were supposed to go late December, early January. We weren't sure if the kids are going to come, but that doesn't look like it's going to be happening because we have to go back 100% for December 2021. We have a big debut to go to, and we have to close out our condo there. But with this, who knows how long the condo is going to be put on delay.
When this is all over, Phil, what do you think travel's going to be like? Do you think it's going to be more stringent, or do you think it's going to take them a while to relax, that they're going to be really causing some travel havoc, I guess, trying to get into the Philippines or out of the Philippines after this, coming back to the States?
Yeah, dude, that's a great question. I have no idea what to think about it. And you're mainly talking about international travel, like between the Philippines and the U.S.
Right.
I think once everything's said and done, I think that they're going to get up and running very quickly.
I was just
They'll
kind of
just
curious if there was going to be like a global paranoia about letting people into other countries.
Yeah, I was talking to Melanie the other night about. I mean, our initial plan was to do a Balikbayan run up to Taipei. It's only a 2-hour flight from Manila, and relatively inexpensive there. It's a great place to spend the weekend too, you know. And obviously, we're probably not going to be able to do that. You know, I doubt that they're going to allow anybody from Taipei to come back into Manila anytime
Right.
soon. The all fares given, you know. So I might have to just go back on a tourist visa and extend for a couple of months at a time until we can either get out of the country or I can get my 13A going.
they're not. What's happening with the Balikbayan one? They're not extending that anymore then, or
It appears not.
wow.
Yeah, I thought I would be able to get a 6-month extension on it because it says that on the BI website. But now I'm hearing from a couple of different people, including Tropical Tim, that they wouldn't extend his. So I'm just going to have to wait and see.
I thought
Wow.
that
Tim,
was you have 30 days after the lockdown is done to go in and extend.
You do. That's true.
Well, Tim went in on a Monday. If he goes in on Tuesday, he could have got it done.
That could be, yeah. Apparently, they're not extending the ballot buy-in anymore. I don't know what happened or why they changed it, but that's what we're hearing. Walter and myself both.
Wow.
So
That
That's
that is
that's
kind
gonna
of
make
what
it.
we had heard. So that's why we did a run. We went
You
up to
now,
yeah. So we got a run. We did the run right as this stuff was hitting. So we're good till next February. So
Yeah, Bill, you guys did that right. Exactly. Perfect timing.
it worked out.
there's
So
my
everybody thought we had the virus just because we went somewhere. It's like that's not how it works. You don't get it just because you leave the house.
Yeah.
You get it from contact or whatever.
Hi, Tita. Yeah, get him to take you away for a weekend or a week.
There it is.
I think Melanie's too shy to come on. Maybe you guys can help convince her.
Oh, come on. We talked to her just last week, Diba.
Come on, Tita.
They're refusing to extend them until they can build up their stocks of saying MIG.
Yeah, we talked to Melanie and Lynn Dickinson last week.
Two beers.
This is
I think the Philippine government will do something for you and others. You can't leave. What are they going to do? No, that's not what I'm saying. Two beers. We're talking about the Balikbayan visa, particularly. I have no fear at all about extending and going into immigration and getting an extension. But that's a normal tourist visa. I was talking about the extension of the Balikbayan, and apparently they're no longer doing that. So you have to convert from a Balikbayan to a tourist visa. Apparently.
yeah, because you used to be able to get what was it, a 6-month extension if you needed it?
Yeah, and it was only 2,700 pesos. So that's a really good deal.
Yeah, I think I paid that for I forget what it is monthly. I'd have to look up. I would have to look it up because I think it was about 2,700 or 3,600 or something like that. I forget.
Yeah.
Tita, come up and say hello to us.
Bring Ulam.
Bring Ulam,
Or let Ulam say hello to us.
Malay, and Maddie. I'm on the live stream.
Nahiyasha.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what we're saying too. Also, two beers is, how easy is it going to be to travel once they do lift this thing? Nobody really knows. It's all. Everybody's in a wait and see situation. So
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of things are going awry, and some of the information that's being put out is improper because speculation gets, after it's passed on a few times,
right,
gets put into
Right.
a truth or a fact.
yeah,
And so bad information at this time, nobody's really given information from what I'm understanding, but I do hear a lot of speculation.
Right.
yeah, and speculation travels very quickly.
You know?
Yeah.
I am liking some of the prices though that I'm seeing on flights and stuff. I'm like, ooh, maybe I should book another trip somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Until you got to stay there for 6 months.
Right, until I get locked down.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a cheap flight, never mind.
Well, there's not too many places here that we can fly out of, that you can fly to, even internationally from Canada.
Ah,
You know, you can't get into the States. You can't get into Mexico. I mean, we could probably get into Jamaica. But there's not too many places that I know of.
From my understanding, a Filipina and her foreign spouse, or his or her foreign spouse, can still travel to the Philippines, but there may be a quarantine period.
yeah.
Well, what internationally is open? Is Naya or Clark still open?
Clark is closed down now.
Yeah, I think Cebu, you had to fly into Cebu maybe.
Huh. And then take a row.
Oh, row.
Yeah.
Could always
Well, it's
get
finally nice meeting you, Bill.
Me?
Yeah, this is the first time I've been on with you.
Really? I thought we've
Yep.
been on somebody else's before.
No, I missed you on BAPAPs. I think it was last week or the week before that.
Huh. Seems like I've talked to you so many times that I already talked to you before. Huh?
well, one thing, Bill, we treat Kanoy special. He's got Alzheimer's, so you have to
Oh, you
forgive him
don't
a little
remember?
bit. Yeah, he's not going to remember.
Well,
BAPAP.
I'm probably stage 1 myself. So.
When did BAPAP get up here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm at the stage 1 also. I'm at the stage honey. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Hey, a poor memory's a good excuse.
Oh, it serves me well.
Oh yeah.
So selective, huh?
Yeah. No, not so much selective. I just forget things now.
Right.
I remember going into the store, I don't know, it was like 6 months ago, and Malou told me right on the phone. I just pulled into the grocery store, into the parking lot. She told me what to get. I got in there, half the things I didn't even get.
Mm.
So now when I go, she'll text me, okay, I'm going in. Then she texts me a list.
Yeah.
Else you just got to pin a little note to your shirt there and have one of the store employees help you out.
Yeah, I usually go to customer service and say, my wife sent me, here is the note.
I'm lost. I can't find her.
I'll be in the kids zone. Just let me know when you got everything.
That's funny.
But they need more of those things at the malls for guys who go shopping with their wives.
Husband babysitting,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
beer and pretzels.
Yeah, beer, pretzels, pool tables,
Right.
It's a great idea.
Pinball machines, large screen TVs.
Little
That's right.
bowling alley, putting
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. You got yourself a business in the Philippines, Kanoy. Start her up.
There it is.
Drop your husband's beer.
I don't think I'd last too long in the Philippines if I opened that.
Well, the only thing is who's going to change your diaper?
The yaya.
I saw a couple of comments here talking about international travel. I'm in a couple of Facebook expat groups, and I have seen now 2 different cases where people had flights for mid or late May, and they've been canceled, coming from the U.S. to here. So they are. I believe somebody already knows that this is going to get extended. Otherwise, those flights would have been canceled. Right?
Yeah, they just extended here, or is it going to be tomorrow? Two Beers would know probably also 3-week extension. I believe that they either announce today or they're announcing tomorrow.
Yeah.
What was Tita saying there? Yeah, but we learned to say now it's okay, no problem.
Yeah.
The out of stock.
They're talking about the shower, the meteor. Oh, I missed a bunch of comments.
Sab.
Hello, Seb.
Gutom ka na?
Now there is a nice lady. Sab is an amazing lady.
I'll be back in a second, fellas. My wife's going to head up to bed.
I got a good joke for that.
You do. I didn't know Canadians had good jokes. Let us have it.
You'll be back in a couple of seconds.
Sorry.
Yeah, what you talking about there, Hoser, eh?
So we were doing that birthday party thing, and they were making fun of me for drinking Coors Light.
Coors Light. That's the official beer of NASCAR, baby.
Right. That's what I always drank back home. So
Yeah, me too. I drank a lot of Coors Light back in the day.
yeah,
It's my
Coors
pure-
Light, you could buy it in a 36-pack.
Yeah,
you're right.
It fit perfectly. It fit perfectly in my motorcycle side bag.
I used to put it in my golf bag.
Right.
Gary T, thanks for being here, brother. Thanks for joining us.
No, Sab, I had it for breakfast. I finished all the pizza.
And you guys talking about pizza, and I've been fiending for a pizza and can't find a place.
Yeah, it's really hard to find. For me, Yellow Cab was the best there.
I
Yeah.
agree with that.
I like Yellow Cab.
Yeah. We don't have a Yellow Cab. We do get a Pizza Hut here in town, but they're closed down. But I think Greenwich is probably the only place that has any type of pizza right now. But it wasn't good. So
Yeah, I found Greenwich, the pasta actually. I had a fettuccine there. It
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
yeah.
We had eaten a lot at the Yellow Cab at Marquee Mall. Fell in love with it. We went to SM Clark, and same chain, order the same pizza, very substandard. It was horrible.
Yeah.
The other
Wow.
place we like to eat is the Sumo Sam's at the Marquee Mall. That place is awesome. I love their salmon and steak dinner.
You know who has good pizza if you get a chance, Bill, and you're in Manila at SM North, Tequila Reef.
Tequila Reef, really?
Yeah, they had good pizza. I was out there with my brother-in-law, and we sat up top on the very top,
Uh-huh.
and we ordered pizza, and it was good.
Yeah.
It's inside the
Shakey's,
mall or it's on the walkway area?
the walkway area.
Okay.
I
Armin,
think that's the. I think that was the place we were looking for when we were walking around there that day.
Edward Crandall, good morning. Welcome. You made it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, see,
I think we can get Pizza Hut even today to grab food. That's it. That's the only way we can get.
Hmm.
is McDo still delivering there, Phil?
Sorry,
Is McDo still delivering?
they are not. They've turned it over to Grab Food.
Oh, okay.
Grab Food here where we live is doing pretty much all delivery right now.
Yeah.
That's what we use here.
McDowell's is shut down.
Oh, so you got no McDonald's, no only Pizza Hut's open there?
No, Pizza Hut's closed too, but we got one of the 4 Jollibees is still open for drive-through and delivery.
Mm.
Wow, that
Or at
must
least
be
from what I've seen.
that must be busy though for the delivery there.
Yeah, I've seen them out quite a bit.
Let's see. Let me bring mine up and see what they will. See if anything's changed.
You guys are making me hungry.
Yeah.
Sab, what do you want on the pizza? I'm gonna order one.
Well, can you stick one in a box and send it to me? Go ahead and just give me a like a Papa Murphy's, a frozen pizza, something like that. It'll be good and done time it gets here.
Even if I used FedEx, it could get there.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant in town here that will ship anywhere in the world on dry ice. You'll just have to pay the shipping.
Wow.
Wow.
What kind of restaurant?
Yeah, pasty restaurant.
Huh.
I think that was a thing on Phil's about a year ago. We were talking about pasties, and people were calling them pasties. Pasties go on girls' breasts, and pasties go in your belly. It's got a pie crust, and inside of it's got like meat and potatoes, kind of like a hash. Or you can get rutabagas and carrots. You can order pizza ones, but they'll ship anywhere in the world. You just got to pay the shipping.
I wonder how much it would be to ship to the Philippines.
I don't know.
Well, let me give you my address, and you guys can
We could test it out.
Yeah.
test it out. Right. I mean, I'm happy to help you guys figure this out.
What's that? You do you raise the money for charity. What's that called?
For which one?
Not PayPal, but when you're trying to raise money for somebody.
Yeah. GoFundMe.
Yeah, GoFundMe account. GoFundMe for
Right.
I like Shakey's pizza too. Somebody said Shakey's. I like Shakey's. I've had
Shakey's is good.
I've had good Shakey's, and then I've had more garbage Shakey's, so that's why I don't go back.
Yeah, it's like I was saying with the yellow cab. One of them is so delicious, and the other one was just horrible. And I don't know if it's an employee or quality control with the branch at that place. But Shakey's, I've been at several in the Philippines, and a lot of times they're pretty good.
So we have McDonald's, Jollibee, Chowking, and Andox. That's it.
Oh, I miss Chowking.
Yeah.
But Andox has great chicken.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, the chicken's so good.
This might sound kind of weird, but one of the places that I miss in the Philippines is Inasal. I like
You just like rice.
the unlimited rice, bottomless drink. But I like the chicken there.
Oh yeah, Mang Inasal.
Pardon?
Mang Inasal.
Yes, in a south. Yeah,
That place. It's here you can't even get a seat in that place. Half the
right.
time we go. It's so busy.
Yeah, I like the hollow hollow from there.
I try to get there before 10 o'clock when the mall opens up right away in pretty much a dead run to get to Innisal. Otherwise, like you said, you're not going to sit down. It'll be that way all day.
Yeah.
Sometimes Chow King is like that too.
Yeah.
It would be a great franchise to get into, man.
Especially on a Sunday. You're not going to sit down on a Sunday.
No, forget it.
I was kind of digging the what is it called, crooks or cooks or whatever.
Nanooks.
The chicken. They just sell the chicken
Oh,
to take
Chooks to
with.
go. Chooks to go.
Yeah, Chooks to go. Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So-
I like that too. That's why I'm
Yeah.
fat. I like food. I'm not going to lie. I like food.
Who doesn't?
I can't stand food. That's why I'm so slim.
Yeah, we're going to have to start that GoFundMe for Bill.
He's doing the diet.
We're going to have to start a GoFundMe. Go feed the Rileys.
Right.
Get
I'm gonna have to get me a skinny avatar to start sticking up on these chats or something.
We'll get Sally Struthers
I'm
to do the
wasting away.
voiceover for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For only $2 a day, you can feed a Riley.
A cup of coffee.
Sab, run down to Andox. I'll split the pizza with you. You get the chicken.
There it is.
Hell.
Darren, don't be late for dinner. Yeah, all this food talk. I'm actually seriously going to order something.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it too now.
We had McDonald's last night, pizza a couple of nights ago, pizza again.
Yeah, James says my first breakfast when I get back to the Philippines is going to be tocino. I'm just lucky. My wife, she knows how to cook all that, and she cooks it good, so I eat well here. But you're right, that's one of my favorite breakfasts. Nice garlic fried rice with an over easy egg and tocino. Can't beat it.
Oh, yeah. Extra garlic in the fried rice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now you guys are making me hungry. I'm on a diet, fellas. Knock it off.
And you got to make some talong with that and get some of the spicy suka.
Along with fried with an egg.
Yeah, torta.
Yeah, that's good. Torta talong.
Well, if we're going to have all that for breakfast, you might as well just put some longanisa on there also then.
Yeah, I'm going to have problems when I go back to the Philippines.
Well, let me tell you guys my my breakfast this morning. Of course, I had a red hot dog,
Oh, right.
banana, rice, and whatever that is, where they take the egg and tuna and looks like onions and stuff, and it's all mixed together. I forget what they call it, but so you got to have the red hot dog.
Yeah,
That's
it looks
like
like
you gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Those red hot dogs, I eat them, but they're not my favorite.
my wife always gets upset when I see a red hot dog. I say, "Oh, puppy lipstick," and she don't like that. That's what it reminds me of.
Right.
Hello, Lynn Dickinson. How are you? Kumusta ka na?
Hi, Lynn.
Hey, Lynn.
Yeah, I like that boneless mongoose too.
Oh, we go to a place, Ikabuds, in in Angela City, and they have that bangos kawali, or
Oh,
even fried on a grill. Oh, it's that good. I could eat that all night, boneless. Wow, that's great.
oh yeah.
I'll be back in a few seconds, fellas. I got to recharge my glass. It's looking lonely.
I thought you were going to order a pizza.
Nah, I got stuff for homemade pizza here.
That sounds good.
James is asking Phil if you ever liked those hot dogs that you got.
Ronald Bowden, we try to answer all the questions that come up, you know. So sometimes we miss a question or the chat moves a little bit too fast and I missed, somebody saying something, but that's certainly not our intention. Filling station in Makati has excellent food. Yeah.
John Baker, we didn't get any Easter chocolate here.
I have on charging part on
Here's the little guy. Do they like the red hot dogs now, Bill?
The hot dog. Go
Yeah. They'll eat the red hot dogs. They don't care. They're good with it. Throw some ketchup on it. They'll tear it up.
Yeah, Edward Crandall. That's the RBI Steakhouse, one of my favorite restaurants in Angeles City.
Oh, you can pick your own steak there too?
Wow.
They bring a whole tray of steak knives to your table, so you get to pick your weapon.
Oh,
I haven't even had a good steak here. I've had one steak that was okay, but haven't had a good steak.
yeah, we all know.
But of course, I'm in a small place, so maybe down in Davao I can find one that's worth buying.
And I saw Clyde was saying that you can get a Chow King franchise. I think it was 13 million, as opposed to 12 million, and MacDo was 40 million. I take the Chow King anyway.
There it is.
Wow.
40 million for a Mac 2. Wow.
Wow.
I don't have 12 million, so I can't even buy one of the other ones.
I don't know. I think in this town they were running some kind of special on the Jollibees because they're so close together. I can throw a rock from one to the other. I mean, you can stand in the lot of one and stare at the sign of the other one.
Wow.
And there's three of them right in a row, and then there's one on down in the mall.
Probably owned by the same person, so they could waive the. Because I thought when you get the franchise, there's a certain kilometer radius that they can't be.
That's what I
like the
thought.
next. Yeah. Maybe the same guy owns it and said, no, it's okay. I'll just put one here too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very true too, Beers.
a franchise for Chow King is like $240,000. Pretty close.
Yeah.
Wow. I'll just start having to save my bottle returns. I'll get close.
I'll
You're
get
good
there
to go.
faster. I drink Coors Light.
I wonder how long it would take you to get that back.
Well, it depends. I wonder if that's the same in the United States as it is in the Philippines for a franchise. You might be able to get it back a little faster in America than you would the Philippines. I don't know.
Teresita Delgado. Magandang umaga po.
Mom and sell franchises for 1.2 million. That's it.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
You can't buy a house for that.
Clyde, I'll sell
Right.
you a burpees franchise for 500,000. That Bill, that's our hamburger business in the Philippines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, burpees burger.
Okay.
$79 for steaks shipped on dry ice. There you go, Ronald.
There you go.
That isn't bad either. $79. How many steaks can you get for that?
Yeah, it's not bad. If you get 10 decent steaks in there, that's really good.
You know, I was thinking too. You know, the meat here might not be as bad as I think it is, but maybe the person cooking it don't know how to cook. You know, that type of meat, so it's not turning out right.
No, the
Right.
meat's bad.
Yeah,
Is it?
I'll tell you this, brother. If you're talking about beef is good beef.
Yeah. Beef.
Tender is really hard to find here. And we've even gotten bad beef from S&R.
Yeah. Yeah. The steak I had was so chewy. It was.
What's supposed to be a good ribeye steak, we cooked it up and it was like, I mean, you could barely cut it. It was so tough.
I've actually had carabao meat,
Mm.
and I liked it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Melanie normally takes whatever beef we get and puts it in the pressure cooker for like an hour and a half. And that loosens it up quite a bit.
Right.
Yeah, and then just you throw it on the barbecue for a few minutes.
Get the flavor.
Teresita Delgado. Is this Tess Delgado? Did you change your name on YouTube? This is my neighbor that lives right over here in Union, the village right behind me.
Hey.
Is that the vlog you went down and looked at the family house for her?
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay. She changed her name. What's this say here? There's 10 of us. Oh, only 60 seconds. Here we go. You get 4 fillets, 4 hamburgers, and a couple of other items. Well, they ship to the Philippines.
That's actually not bad.
No, if they're good fillets, that's really good.
How long is it to ship? Like probably 3 days? Well, I would depend when a flight's leaving, but
I would imagine that $79 is for U.S. shipping only.
yeah, could you imagine, Phil?
Shit.
Order on a Wednesday and I'll be at your house on Saturday?
I'd order 10 of them.
Party time.
Oh, yeah. We could fly Bill up too.
Yeah. We'll have a barbecue.
I don't know, Ron. I would think that you'd get 5 good days out of dry ice in a package. Easily.
I would, if it's in the right container, I would think so.
Yeah, if it's in the right container, exactly. Like the cooler type. Everything that I've seen shipped in dry ice comes in that styrofoam.
Yep.
You know,
Right.
yeah.
And then use the bleak buy-in tape on the box, the
Oh, yeah.
styrofoam.
Yeah, seal that bad boy up.
Bill's drinking my water. Bacardi.
Yeah.
Bacardi Sweat.
Another reason I'm fat because this got so much sugar in it, and I kill these. Drink 2 or 3 a day.
Ah, that's supposed to be a good hangover cure.
That's
Yeah.
that's my hangover cure. My brother-in-law taught me that when I was there. We went out one night, and in the morning I was hurting. So we went up to the Sari, and he goes, "Here, drink a couple of these." Hangover was gone.
Right.
Yeah, I was just checking that restaurant that ships out those pasties worldwide. They pack them in dry ice and styrofoam and corrugated cardboard, and they ship them FedEx. So FedEx rates apply. So who knows how much it costs to get some pasties in the Philippines?
Mm.
Yeah, but then you got to have an oven to cook it. We don't have an oven.
Well, they're pre-cooked and frozen. If you've got like one of those tabletop or
One of those
countertop,
toaster ovens.
yeah, like a toaster oven, that'll work. Or you can put them in a microwave too. Not as good. The crust gets soggy.
No, but that steak thing sounds like a pretty good idea.
Right.
Hey, I do have a countertop oven there, so I'm happy to help you guys out with this to figure this out. You know, you send it on over. We'll check it out for you. I'll even do a video because I want you to see what you're paying for.
Oh, you got to live stream it.
Right, there you go. I'll eat it right in front of you. I mean, no hiding nothing. You'll get the full details.
That sounds like a new video series for you. Binge eating with
There you
Bill.
go. Right. You ship it to me and I'll eat it in front of you. Go ahead.
He's always willing to take a bullet, isn't he? What a guy.
Right. I mean, I'm just good like that, you know?
Bill's a team player.
Yeah, that's true, Ronald. Air fryer oven.
Rickshaw, what's up, Rickshaw?
There he
Hello,
is,
Rick.
Rickshaw. I've been checking out a lot of stuff on out on Rickshaw's on his Facebook. It's got some good stuff up there on it, some interesting stuff.
I just want a rickshaw tan so I kind of blend in a little better here. I glow in the dark. I'm so white, and he's got that tan, and I can get jealous of for real.
Yeah, oh, me too. But we don't tan; we just get red.
I'll be pilling for weeks.
We got two shades, white and lobster.
Right.
So everything's going good down there, though, Bill. Are you guys how serious is it like with moving around?
They were getting kind of lax last time I was out. Our checkpoint area was wide open. Nobody was even mending it. And then once we got on into town, then there was some serious checkpoints, but we had a pass and they seen it and they let us go on through. You're only supposed to have one person in the car, but they don't want to talk to me too much, so they let us go past. So
It's the nosebleed factor.
exactly. Like, oh, how could I? What would you like, sir?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm hearing in where we are in Caloocan and Manila area that they're starting to ease things up a little bit too.
Yeah. We did hear a rumor last night that they wanted to tighten it back up, but
Having a hard time hearing
Yeah.
you, Bill.
Yeah, Bill's frozen up. Either that or he does a great statue.
You could always call his live stream series when he's eating the bearded mukbang.
I'm gonna have to look into those ovens that air ovens that you guys are talking about there. Dead air.
Bill frozen.
No, I thought I I thought everybody just got frozen or something there for a second. I was trying to figure it out, switching back and forth.
We were just playing a joke on you.
Yeah, that happens everywhere I go.
Great going. Taking a roasting tray covered with aluminum foil. Steams and roasts. Yeah, baby.
Propolio, cabbage. Yep. We cooked a lot of cabbage and beef here too.
Another one of my old-time favorites, man. Beef ribs. Big fat-ass beef ribs. Oh, so tasty.
Yeah, those are good. We cook those on the grill quite often in the summertime. But right now they don't even want us out in our yards.
Yeah.
I'm going to look into those, Ronald.
Yeah, I've wanted to get an air fryer and one of those pressure cookers too. The newer ones, not the old one.
I've seen one for S&R.
What's that, Phil?
I've seen them at S&R, those air fryers. I think Tut Tut really, which is the one that he's got too.
Did you happen to catch Tuk Tuk on doing live the other day?
I sure did. He was live on Facebook, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
Clyde
Man,
oh, go ahead.
I want to sit down with him and have a few beers. Seems like a fun guy.
Oh, dude, he is hilarious. And he would be so funny on a live stream. And I've tried and tried to get him on here. He just, oh, I'm not going to go live. I'm not going to go live. But now he just went live on Facebook. So maybe he's coming around,
I hope so.
He is a really, really funny guy. And he would be great on live. I keep telling him he should do that for his channel. But, he's so stubborn sometimes.
And Tropical Tim says he's doing something with a joystick and a tripod. I don't know if that's allowed on YouTube anymore. And Tropical Tim is a good guy.
That's going to get you a not suitable for most advertisers strike.
Maybe he's making a beer bong.
Yeah, could you just see that big old garden hose and funnel? Ray's up on the balcony. Tim's down on the street, and she's pouring beer after beer into the funnel.
Oh,
down
yeah.
to Tim.
Red horse after red horse.
Yeah, trick him into red horse.
Mike Ross, just search. Hold on a second. I'll put the link up. Hold on a second. Let me find it.
Oh, Mike, you'll like him.
I should put.
Well, at least I do.
He's just funny as hell. But put a few links up here.
Don't forget Titas.
But he changed his name, huh, Randy? It's Tuck Tuck Kelly TV now, I think, instead of.
Yeah.
Here it is. Do I have it right? Yeah. My God, I've got so many subscriptions. I need to go through these.
Oh, you should see how many I got on mine.
Oh, it's way out of control, man.
And I heard somebody was saying that the 2021, the new YT rules. What is it? 10,000 minimum and 5,000 watch hours.
Oh, they've changed it again?
Yeah, they're going to be changing it in 2021.
Delgado, thank you for coming by to see us.
That seems kind of excessive.
Yeah.
Well, until somebody comes along and makes a new platform that's rival to it, I guess YouTube and Google can do whatever they want.
Yep. Well, I think it was MK that it was put that on there.
Oh.
I'm going to send Arlene a message because I just read it. Yeah, Ronald, we use the indoor smokeless for Korean barbecue. Phil, one of the best things the kids got and Malou got, they do Korean barbecue probably 2 nights a week.
Oh man, I love that. That's
Oh,
one of my
they
dinners.
Sam Gipso is one of my favorite. We go to Ghani too in Angeles City. I love eating there.
yeah, they get some nice kimchi because we have the Korean market just up the street, and then get all the beef and everything. And they've been doing a lot of hot pots also.
Wow.
The hot pot to me is more of just it's like pulatan, you know. It doesn't fill me up. It's just something that you can munch on over a long period of time.
McCoy Angoy. There's something I haven't seen in a long time.
It doesn't smoke. It's I don't know what the process of it is, but they bring it out into the living room and they put it on the living room table and they watch movies and then they sit there and they'll fire the grill on and throw some beef on. They do the corn and cheese. They get shrimp on there. They get everything. Pusit, squid. Oh, God, it's not Kim's convenience store.
Dude, I think it's hilarious. You know right where that place is at. That's so funny.
Sorry, Phil, I didn't catch that.
I think it's so funny that you know right where that market is. The Kim's. You said
You know
right,
what?
right?
I'm gonna go down there. I'll take a snapshot or a video of it, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a huge TV series up here. A lot of people like that. Have you ever watched that, Bap Bap?
No, I've never seen it.
It's called Kim's Convenience. It's on Netflix now too. I was told.
Oh, really? I'll have
Yeah,
to.
we're
I'll have
watching
to
it.
watch that.
Hilarious series.
Yeah, we got that little projector thing that I was telling you about there, Kanoy. And it's like having a 100-inch screen TV above my bed, just pointed at the ceiling and got Netflix on there so I could just lay down and watch. It's pretty
Very
sweet.
nice.
I'll have to look that up. Kim's Convenience.
Yeah. It's a Korean family that owns the market there in Canada.
I'm going to look that up right now.
It's pretty good. They do a good job on it. We sure like it here.
Well, everybody's polite except for him.
Yeah, he is hilarious, man. The shit that he says.
There, I just put it into my list. It's on there. Netflix.
Yeah.
I'll
The
have
first-
to watch it.
First season is they're just sorting things out, kind of, but after that, it rolls.
Yeah, it might be my next binge watch.
Oh, it's real easy to get into, dude. You'll like it.
Shh, Clyde, you're not supposed to tell anybody. My wife is watching this. I'll get in trouble.
Oh, you come here and say hello.
No, he says, Bob, that 100-inch screen on your ceiling is called a mirror.
Hi, Tita.
Hello, hello.
Kamusta ka? Ma beauty.
My beauty pa din.
Where's little ulam?
Oh,
Maddie. Maddie. Where are you, Maddie?
Ulam. Halika dito, Paki. There she is.
It's like, what's this Kano saying to me?
all she cares about is following Mama. Wherever Mama goes, she's gonna go. John Carter.
Yeah, John Carter was a good movie too. There
We're
was actually
in 20 minutes, guys. I'm going to wrap it up.
Alrighty.
Thanks for joining us today.
Well, it's no problem.
I was
Thanks for having me on the panel. It was fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming on again. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, a lot of great people in here. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Maybe we'll do one again Friday. I don't know. We'll see how this whole deal goes.
yeah, I didn't get notified on for the Saturday.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Everybody says that. Eric De La Cruz has told me that a couple of times. He doesn't get notified either. A lot of people are saying that. I don't know what's going on with YouTube.
I think with this lockdown stuff, the global event, less staff and the computers are pretty much running a lot of it. So people are actually getting kicked off, saying they have inappropriate content or whatever, and they're getting kicked off for no reason because the computers are running it, not actual humans.
Ah,
Just overload.
yeah.
Yeah, about 4 weeks ago, YouTube put something out saying that they're reducing their staff because of to
The
keep
honey
them safe.
badger.
Yep, the honey badger, whatever people want to call it. So, all right, you
So
guys
what's Teeth
have a
have been
great
doing this stay busy?
All right, guys. See you next week.
Sige, Ignat.
All right. Bye now. Thanks,
Bye.
everybody. Thanks, everybody, for joining.